New guitar day. Coffee, got it. Knife, got it. Guitar, got it. Right, one of the new Fender Player IIs. Well, big birthday coming up soon, so this is an early surprise. Well, not a surprise really. I've been looking for red with Rosewood fretboard. Saw several, couldn't afford them, and then these came up for sale. Well, it's rude not to, isn't it really? Especially this is a birthday coming up soon. Quite a big birthday as well for me. I'm not going to say how big a birthday or what the birthday is, but big enough to warrant spending a bit more than I normally do my guitars. So it looks like it's going to be a good bit of a challenge to get through, so I'm probably going to skip through a bit of this. Oh, yes, it's well fastened in. There's some big old staples here, so actually says something about Netherlands, so some distribution centre I think in Holland before it came to Anderton's in Guildford. As usual, Anderton's a very easy ordering process, very quick shipment. And because I've got my loyalty bonus points, I used those, didn't I? That's a good start. Right at the top there, look at this. Beautiful. Allen key, drill arm, and a nice little manual there, as you normally get with Fenders, with a Fender sticker as well. So I'm going to put that down there. Ooh, right, okay, so there we go. Next bit of packaging. There you go. No use to man the beast. Well, I'm going to put it to one side. Actually, the guitar is quite loose inside. I'm quite surprised they did double box it. We normally Anderton's do. So let's put that down out of the way. Sorry if I'm getting out of the way. Oh, hello. Hello, by the way. Thanks for tuning in and having a look at this. Yeah, right, okay. So that was quite easy unboxing for me, wasn't it? I'll come back in view. I'll bring the guitar into view in a second or two. Been an awful lot of reviews on this guitar. I think there's been some changes that Fender have made on this new one, which quite honestly really pleases me, the Rosewood fretboard and the vintage style tuners. And of course, in red, which is really what I was looking for. I've seen a couple of Fender Venturas tubes, so 7 1/4 inch radius. This is 9 1/2, so you've got the modern appointments with vintage style. There you go. And there it is in all its glory. Usual game. The old silicon and the Fender free lessons. Not in tune, as you can imagine. Oh, that neck feels absolutely gorgeous straight away. No, not in tune, as you can imagine. Right, so let's have a look at it then. The vintage style tuners. I don't know if you can see that. And on the back here as well, let's get that bit of string out of the way. It says 70th anniversary. Hopefully again you can see that. As you say, the very old style tuners. Now these come with Fender vintage tuners, as we say, but also it's a modern 2-point trem and some new pickups. They're pretty much wound down, right down actually, so I'm quite surprised by that. But that's a big pickup. That colour is rather nice. There's the back. I'd imagine, as usual, I'll probably have to do a bit of adjustment on the bridge to get it the way I want to get, but yeah, that's rather nice. That is rather nice. As usual. F there. Fender. I think, I'm not quite sure what's happened here, but there's a, let's take that to one side, there's a bit of masking tape there, with a 6 or a G, maybe it was always destined for me for G. Don't know, I'll take that off later on anyway. Quick close-up inspection, net pocket looks nice, string alignment looks nice. Have a seat again. String action itself looks quite high actually, and the nut, I would say the first action on the nut isn't particularly good. Frets do look alright actually. Overall, nice looking guitar. So I think it's filled my requirements of a red guitar, Rosewood fretboard, 9 1/2 inch radius, Apparently it's a modern C profile. Feeling about it, it's very similar in fact to my classic vibe. Very similar profile to my classic vibe up there. Yeah, an incredibly high action though. Let's have a quick look. I've got a string action gauge here. Let's have a quick look and see where we're at. Do this in mils. And it's 1.75 on high E and yeah, nearly 2 on the low E. So really that's quite high action really for these guitars. Quick check of the string relief. A bit too much relief in there, so I think if I adjust the relief that'll probably bring the probably will bring the action down a bit. It's got a stripe on there. Yeah, made in Ensenada. It actually says it on there as well. Fender 70th anniversary Stratocaster. Yeah, look at that. That really is a nice red, coral red. Yeah, a little bit of a story behind this. We're getting a new doggy, a new puppy. Well, we've got her actually. Her name is Coral. And when I sent this over to my wife and said, what about this for my birthday present? She said, oh, Coral, coral red. Coral, that sounds like it's a nice guitar. Why didn't you get one? I said, not quite my birthday yet. She said, go on, get it, go on. So here it is. Yeah, I tell you what, the pickguard itself is like a nice cream as well. Yeah. Right, okay. I'm going to give it a tune up. I'm going to clear the box away, tidy up, and then I'll come back and give you some ideas and first impressions really. See you in a few minutes. Right, giving this a quick check-up and well, glad to see you come back on the second part of this video. First impressions, right, okay. I like the tuners, very smooth. I like the vintage style tuners, which on a pretty modern pointed in terms of the 2-point bridge. That's a modern appointment. The neck is absolutely gorgeous, really like the neck. The nut. There's a real major problem with this. It really is really sticking badly in there, so it's really not being very well cut in terms of there's a lot of friction in there. Something I can sort out. I can cut the nut, put some nut loop in there just to free that off. Change the string tree. I've got a tusked string tree I've got kicking around, so I'm going to put that in there. The rolled fretboard, yeah, it's quite nicely rolled. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near as nicely rolled as my Sire. You can see here, that is absolutely spot on. Really, really nice. The Rosewood fretboard, it's quite dry. Needs good condition. I think it needs a good clean as well. The frets themselves are quite polished. They feel nice and comfortable. The pickups, now the pickups themselves, nice and stratty. Yes, I like the pickups. The bridge is also wired to the tone pipe here, which is nice. 2-point trem, again. Now I've had to adjust the string action height to something a bit more comfortable to play. So that means the grub screws here are sticking up quite a bit. So a couple of options there. One which is to shim the neck, which is your cheaper version I suppose. Depends how you shim your neck. I'll shape a bit of balsa wood I think I use. I just shape that in, put it in there, get the right neck angle. Or you buy the shortest scrub screws, which is an expense I suppose really. Overall I think the guitar's nice. It's going to need a little bit more setting up to play as well as I'd like it to play. It does play very nicely at the moment with the very, very quick setup I've given it. I wouldn't rave about the setup out of the box. Maybe I got unlucky. If you're ordering online and you get a guitar that you're not happy with, it doesn't have to be this one, any guitar really. Hopefully you've got a good retailer who will take it back, or you've got somebody who's got a local tech that you can go to, or you do your own setup, you can set it up to your own taste. I will certainly be doing that, and I'll be doing all the work I've spoken to you about on this. I think really the bones are there. I just love this colour, and that neck. It's worth keeping for this neck alone. It's really, really comfortable. I'll put on part of my classic vibe here, which very nice guitar. I love the neck on that. And this is very comparable, very, very comfortable for me. Some guitars I find the necks are either too wide or they're too deep, which doesn't always fit the way I like to to play really. I think all told, let's have a quick listen to these pickups. I'll do a quick noogle for you. Start on the neck. Neck and middle. Middle. Oh. We'll leave that off. It's probably going to carry on coming off. Okay, so middle and bridge. And bridge. Just try the tone control on the bridge. Turn it all the way to, well, 1. Very easy to play. All told, yeah, I would say out of the box 7 out of 10 maybe. Really, because the amount of work I've got to do to it, I don't mind doing that. I may just got one of the guitars that needs the extra work doing to it. You may, if you decide to buy one of these, get one which comes out and is pretty darn sweet. It's pretty, well, it's ready to go virtually. I had to stretch the strings in. I probably will change the strings when I do all my setup work. I haven't made my mind up whether I'll invest in these grub screws or just shim it. I do shim my guitars normally and get the action where I want it with the grub screws down to somewhere where they're not catching your hand when you're playing. I don't tend to play down there anyway. I tend to play more in the middle, especially when I'm sitting down. If I'm standing up, I'm a little bit further back. So I don't really have a massive issue with catching my hand on there, but other players do like to play here. So usual sort of thing with the Strat. You've got 2 choices, as I said. If you're going to adjust the string height action, either the grub screws, if they do stand up a lot, shimming, or putting the smaller grub screws in. So I'm just going to wrap it up and say I think it's a nice guitar. It's going to need the work. This one will need some work on it. Will I keep it? I will definitely keep it, because this neck and this colour and the pickups alone, the tuners, all the issues I've described here are just things which can be fixed. I'm very, very fixable. The nut, I think, was a big disappointment. The amount of plinking and, well, you know, it just wouldn't. I'd say it wouldn't stand to Elmo, Jake Carolina's whammy test. It would fail terribly. And I think even though I'm not a real user of the trem, and the light use I do give it, I think I would knock it out of tune without doing some work on it. So I hope the little summary I've done on it and my first impressions are helpful to you, give you a bit of guidance on how I think and how I look at guitars. More importantly, if you do decide to buy one or experiment or go to a local shop, whatever you do, give them a go. I think, is it worth the amount of money they're asking? Probably not sure about that. This is just a birthday treat to me, so yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. And I love working on guitars. And in between time, oh, one final look. 70th anniversary as well, look at that. Yes, when you get that in, if you can see it, if you can see it. Anyway, I'll look back on the video if you can see it. If not, I'll take a picture and pop it on for you. And that colour, coral red, I think that is absolutely superb. I might even toy with a pin of mint green pickguard on there. Thoughts? Yes. It's an idea, isn't it? Take good care, and hope to see you again soon. Bye now.